Sun setting in the background.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Seattle Mariners. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schopper. David Ace, he's homered in 5 straight games. So, partner, some can't-miss at-bats coming our way from him.
Yeah, and I find it interesting because watching him in batting practice, he was trying to keep the ball in the ballpark, hitting line drives the other way. So many times those home runs are mistakes, and I think he'd probably say half of the home runs he's hit lately have been mistakes because he's just trying to go gap to gap.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So digging in, David Ace. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Lee hauls it into Indiana. Tigers fail to make any noise. Now it'll be the M's turn. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. One down. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jackson Chourio. To the right side. Over to Jordan. 2 away.
Batting 8, the catcher, Randy Cobb.
Back in Seattle as we go to the last of the 3rd. Here's the second baseman, Justin Foscue. On the ground right side. Got him on the off-balance throw. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Batting, the right fielder, David Ayala. Leading off for the Tigers, the second baseman, David Ace.
Cannon back to work. Swing at a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance. That one is gone. A massive home run. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. And just like that, his home run streak is up to 6.
Oh, he's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. He just can't miss every time he swings.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
So up next, Aiden Miller. So you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. And right back to the mound. Throws to first in time. 2 away.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finished building T-Mobile Park back in 1999, they actually opened it up in the middle of the season. I remember as a rookie with the Chicago White Sox, we opened the season at the Kingdome, and then when we came back later in the year, we were playing at T-Mobile Park. It's a beautiful place, great scenery from center field, and I always enjoyed playing here.
Splits the plate, and the count is 0-2.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
got him looking for the K.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
David Ace up now for the Tigers. He's already homered here in this one. Right through there for a strike.
Well, impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at bat expands.
Kicks and deals. There's a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count. Just a poor at bat.
Base is empty, 1 away. Randy Kahn getting ready to hit. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball. And that one handled. Fires over to first. Gets the catcher by a step. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Ace added 1 more to that hitting streak. Just 1 hit, but it did leave the yard.
Well, definitely a strong game at the plate, and it's safe to say he made a difference for them. They didn't get the win, but they'll take performances like this one from him.
David Ace with an incredible season so far, leading the league in OPS. Can he keep it going again today? It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Seattle Mariners. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And here is David Ace. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Over to first. And they get the out. Down in order go the Tigers. So now the Mariners offense gets to go to work for the first time. Runner at second, nobody out.
The second baseman, David Ace.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
He's got it. Runner tags at second.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Bases loaded, 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman, David Ace.
This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. His latest homer in an incredible season. And that's how they take the lead. It's 6-2. And the streak is alive. He's homered now in 7 straight.
Who does this guy think he is? Joey Votto or something? Man, that's ridiculous. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He seized the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, David Ace.
if you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Martinez goes 6 feet 3 inches. 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. Fly ball down the line. And it slices foul, but it had the distance. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
The pitch. On the ground, could be 2. Off-balance feed, there's 1. And that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 outs, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, Tigers 6 and the Mariners 3. Ace was a big contributor for them in the win. Only 1 hit, a home run.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
David Ace ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a model of consistency at the plate, leading the league in batting average. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So 2 down, and next to hit for Detroit, David Ace. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are...
And he's got it in right field for the 3rd out, so that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the 1st. No score after a half inning. Now it's the right fielder, David Ayala.
Mariners, the right fielder, David
Irvin, with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. A swing and a soft liner. It falls for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Barney Wolf will hit next.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Trying to bunt his way on. Jordan. And they put the tag on him for the out. Mariners come up empty in their first try through an inning in Seattle. No score. Back at T-Mobile Park. And the batter now, David Ace.
David Ace.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Scooble back to work.
Hey, boy, nice
Hammer,
drive there.
base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Well, tack one more game onto his hitting streak, Boog. Every day, this guy just keeps making his record harder and harder to reach. I still can't believe what he's doing.
Yeah, neither can I. It's like he's playing on beginner mode out there. Blaze Jordan now at the plate. He walked and came around to score his first time up. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Well, these Tigers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Inside, just missed. That misses the zone. It's 2-2. Ace aboard here at first with nobody out. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
So digging in, Dakota Jordan. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Safe at second with a stolen base. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Next offering is down low. And that's ball 2. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Squirts away a little bit. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Damian Trejo up now for the Tigers. Fly to left his first time. There's the strike. Man at second. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Two out, space is empty.
Tigers, the second baseman, David.
Ace with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in.
Nice rip, big dog.
Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, it's a double, and his second hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Blaze Jordan up now for the Tigers. And a swing and a miss.
I was really impressed with how he came through for the team in that last game, Boog. The all-time leader in 4 RBI games, Lou Gehrig with 101. I'm just a little further down the list, Boog, with 4.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Runner at second, 2 down. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Ball outside. Throw to third. Save. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there stealing third base probably caught him off guard a little bit.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fastball is outside. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. And midway in the 4th, Tigers 6 and the Mariners 3. Rico Esquivel up next for the Mariners.
The designated hitter, Rico.
If he can get through this one, put up a 0, this will help in his outings to come.
2 on, 2 outs. Runner takes off. Safe at second, and that was not close. Now it's the power speed combo. David Ace. He's one of the best players in the game. Ripped on a line. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. A run, a hit, and a man left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Tigers 7 and the Mariners 3. And now for Seattle, David Lynn.
David Lynn.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 6 full. It's the Tigers 7 and the Mariners 3. Two outs, bases full. Ace, the next to hit. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we... Now this one's well hit. Way back there. On its way and out of here. Grand slam. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 14-3. 8 straight games with a home run.
Well, tying some great hitters at the plate. Griffey, Mattingly, Dale Long. This is just impressive. Well, he comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you also got to give some credit to the guys ahead of him. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a very special moment in this one.
This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
There's a swing and a drive. And it hits the fence. Around first and hustling for second. The throw to second is offline.
Now batting, the first baseman, Blaze Jordan.
So a man aboard, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Blaze Jordan. And there's a ball.
Ball one.
Ace leads off second with nobody out. And there's the strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Robin Griffin appears to be getting loose. That one misses. 2-2. Way inside, gets out of the way. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Dakota Jordan up now for the Tigers. That missed by a lot, and that's ball one. Man at second. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That's ball two.
In the dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering upstairs. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The catcher, Damian.
First and second, 1 out. Damian Trejo up now for the Tigers. Just missed. There's a swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone here at the top of the ninth. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And now he's up to 3 stolen bases in the game. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Volpe stands in now and watches strike 1. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Jordan in to score on the wild pitch.
Now batting.
I'm a little surprised he's still in this game out there on the mound. He's starting to show some signs of fatigue, and in my opinion, when that happens, the mechanics break down, you try to do too much with the baseball, and stuff like this is way more likely to happen.
Ace really stood out in this win. A 4-hit performance, including a home run.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask him to do.